There's an important new exhibit up at the New England Civil War Museum and Research Center in Vernon. The exhibit features the stories of Black soldiers. The museum is now a part of the Connecticut Freedom Trail. We'll talk about that too. My guests are Dan Hayden, Executive Director of the New England Civil War Museum, and Tammy Denise of the Connecticut Freedom Trail Outreach Director, who also helped put this exhibit together. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
All right, Dan, for somebody who's never been to this museum, where is it? What's its significance, and the room in which it's placed also is important.
Yeah, absolutely. So the museum is actually a museum within a museum itself. The town of Vernon, when it wanted to celebrate the end of the Civil War, decided instead of the statue that you see of the soldier on a green, they wanted a living memorial. So they wanted it to be used in perpetuity. So it's also the town hall of the town of Vernon. But the part that the museum is in was set aside specifically for the use of Civil War veterans to meet and to commune after the Civil War as the Grand Army of the Republic, the veterans organization there. So it's been a entity since 1889 when the building was originally first laid down in construction.
If the walls could talk.
Absolutely.
How did you help put this exhibit together?
Well, when I reached out to Dan, it took us about 2 years. They had to do research. They already had the things in place, but it had to be put in a specific way so that it was more welcoming and inviting to those who wouldn't normally go. And after 2 years of research, putting it together, the exhibit is beautiful. It is one of the exhibits. It has a living history, and it's the reading of letters from a mother and son who went off to war. And so it is so well put together. And when you first walk in, you get to see that it's about everyone being invited.
What are we going to see when we come to this museum in this particular exhibit?
Yeah, you're going to see the materials here. So this is a sweeping shot of the main hall that we have there. That's where the veterans originally met after the Civil War. And it includes the main tour. So we have entitled that Seth, Joseph, Lizzie, and George, because we wanted this to be very personal, very human, emotional presentation of who these people were after the American Civil War and what their experiences would have been like, rather than the date, time, place.
So you can live through it.
This is one of the separate permanent exhibits that we have. This is called Pioneers of Liberty, and it is specifically about the history of the 29th Connecticut Volunteer Colored Infantry Regiment, and as well as its counterpart, the 30th Connecticut. So this is a timeline of their experience during the Civil War.
We see some of the costumes. What is this?
So this is, that was actually an idea that Tammy had, was to...
Way to go, Tammy.
Yeah, to put out what the uniform would have been like for our main characters in this presentation. So on the right, you have the uniform of a Union Civil War soldier. That would have been Joseph Porter, who is the gentleman that we are showcasing here as one of the personalities. And on the left is a reproduction of what a dress would have been like for the women of the time. Lizzie Chester, who was a school teacher in the area, we follow her story all the way through. This is demonstrates what a average soldier would have looked like camping out. So this is about half a tent. Each soldier carried half a tent and the few things that they did carry with them.
Such an important time in our country to not forget. As people go to this exhibit, Tammy, it is also interactive. You will hear people reading stories, reading letters. Important in our time.
Yes, it is. With the erasure of history ever prevalent each day, it is so important that the accurate and complete story is told, and it's important to be told from a human standpoint. It needs to be acknowledged, and so it needs to be known that the history is here and it's not going to go away. And so the Connecticut Freedom Trail stands out as that instrument of being able to keep those narratives in the forefront, and institutions like Dan has been very helpful, and we're glad that they are a part of the Freedom Trail.
And we should know that people of color signed up before they even could.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you both for being here.
Thank you so much, Ann.
And I hope a lot of people come and see this important exhibit.
Thank you.
And for more on the New England Civil War Museum and Research Center, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.